staff, and of course our young musicians, welcome to the 6th grade holiday concert. We hope to provide you with a little of our warming holiday spirit at such a special time of year. Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of John Souza, here's the Dartmouth Middle School 6th grade band. We begin tonight's performance with a piece that showcases several of our most popular carols, weaving between O Come All Ye Faithful, Angels We Have Heard on High, and Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Here is an arrangement by Robert W. Smith, A Christmas Proclamation. Now the percussion ensemble, under the direction of Mr. Ungst, will perform a fun, groovy arrangement to Deck the Halls. The sixth grade band performs this next selection featuring our percussion section once again. Listen for each section of the band as they enter, layering the wonderful melody to this familiar traditional African carol. Uniquely arranged by Johnny Vinson, here is African Noel.
Yes, like every other concert, I have to lower the mic. Welcome and happy holidays to everyone. And boy, this is a far cry from Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells. Remember that last year? This time last year, that's what they were playing in. Little Jolly Old St. Nick. But I've got to say, on behalf of the rest of the staff, the music staff here, we are so proud. So keep those young musicians going. There are a lot of them, as you can see, and sometimes, sadly, we don't have the staff to give them the attention we'd love to give them. And if that happens to be the case at any time, please let us know, because it might be a simple thing that might discourage someone, and boy, it would be nothing greater for us as a music staff than to see every one of these young musicians continue on. With that said, let me bring Mr. Flint back up for our last selection. Once again, happy holidays.
For our final selection, the band performs very familiar themes from Handel's Messiah. The exceptional arrangement may be the first of its kind ever to capture the spirit of Handel's masterpiece using just 6 notes. Weaving through the various themes of the original, Timothy Loest is able to maintain a surprising sense of authenticity. We hope you enjoy Hallelujah Chorus.
the sixth grade chorus. Good evening and welcome. As you can see, and much to our students' dismay, all but the cello players are standing. This is because up until this point, our main focus has been on securing their posture. Our plan has worked. We think that you will be amazed at how professional these young players look while playing their instruments. Watch this. Now listen. Learning to follow the conductor is a new skill for sixth graders. This is one of the many reasons that we have encouraged them to memorize their music. When we are liberated from visual stimuli, we play better as an ensemble because we can look at each other and the conductor. Notice how they watch Mrs. Boulay like a hawk and mirror her every move. Hello. Go Tell Aunt Rhody is an old folk song. Take notice of their fine intonation, another important skill which develops more acutely when focus is on listening rather than interpreting written notes. As our students are demonstrating, each piece introduces a new technique. Once this new skill is mastered, we move on to the next piece and learn another. O Come Little Children was difficult because of a new bowing pattern. Sit back and enjoy. Long, long ago is our next selection with a focus on legato bow strokes, long and connected. It also introduces the concept of dynamics, different volume levels. You will notice that one section echoes another. Bet you didn't know your kids could sing, too. Perpetual Motion was our goal piece for this first semester, and we are thrilled to report that just about everybody has passed this piece with flying colors, which are literally represented on the scrolls of their instruments. This piece is a serious challenge, but worth every bit of time and effort. It is a lot of fun to play. Sit back and enjoy 5 very hardworking and enthusiastic students perform Minuet 2, written by J.S. Bach. This is one of the last pieces in Suzuki Book 1. Please give a warm round of applause for Madison Carvello, Luke Higgins, Finn Helgeson, Juliana Dick, and Bradley Palmer. And we'll now play 3 holiday favorites for you, starting with Silent Night. And this piece will be led by Ms. Lori Anderson, who is job sharing with me this year, a former teacher of mine and very good friend of all of ours. And she's doing a fantastic job, and it's so great to have you here, Lori. Thank you so much. Here's Silent Night. Here's Hanukkah, Hanukkah. We are so proud of the dedication that our students have shown to becoming stronger players over the past 4 months, and we are looking forward to turning our focus to orchestra music and note reading in January. And yes, string players, while sitting down. We will leave you this evening with a piece that is near and dear to all of our hearts, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, led by Miss Laurie Anderson. Thank and acknowledge the fantastic high school students who joined us tonight to harmonize with the sixth graders. Thank you, Mrs. Monty, Mrs. Boulay, and Mrs. Anderson for all the time you spend working with the sixth graders. On behalf of the entire sixth grade orchestra, we wish you a happy and Oh, oops, I almost forgot. This is our special bonus song. This is our holiday present for all of you families who support these wonderful kids. Thank you guys. We had a really good time arranging that piece. Have a great holiday and please stick around for the chorus. They'll be on in just a moment. Thank you so much.
Echoes with can't hear it at all. I don't know if it's not working, but I just can't hear it. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 6th grade concert. How was the band? I'm sure they were amazing. And the orchestra, I'm sure they were awesome. Of course, they saved the best for last, the chorus. Yeah. All right, so the first piece that, by the way, my name is Miss Thomas, for those of you who don't know me. I'm the chorus teacher here at the middle school. I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade chorus. So the first piece that we performed for you is called Deck the Hall with Holly, which had Deck the Halls with it. And our next piece, we're going to be doing a Hanukkah song called Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights. Those notes in class. That was really fun. One time I ran out and got a cup of coffee while they were holding. All right, our next piece that we're going to perform is called The Cold December, and it sure is cold out tonight.
When the winds are blowing in the chill, there was
great tonight? Okay, so next up is Merry Christmas to Me, and we have a little surprise in the middle.
I want a Major League bat, a doll that can chat, a puppy and a pony and a calico cat. It's Christmas, Merry Christmas to me. I want a shiny trombone, a cellular phone, and stereo equipment in a room of my own. It's Christmas, Merry Christmas to me. Don't want pajamas, don't want a toy I have to share. Oh, Santa, promise, don't bring me socks or underwear. I want a pinball machine, a new trampoline, a colorful computer, maybe purple or green. It's Christmas, Merry Christmas to me, It's Christmas, Merry Christmas to me. It's Christmas, Merry Christmas to me. Don't want pajamas, don't want a toy I have to share. Oh, Santa, promise, don't bring me socks or underwear. No way, not fair. And on the final refrain, I want to explain, I really need these presents, so I'll sing it again. It's Christmas, Merry Christmas to me. 'Cause it's Christmas, yes, it's Christmas. Merry
Now, wasn't that worth having a kazoo annoying you for the last 2 months, right? I mean, it was so much fun having all those kazoos going in my room every day. All right, so before we do our final selection tonight, I'd like to thank the administration. I think I saw Mr. Doan is here tonight. Thank you, Mr. Doan, for your support. Also, Mr. Kingsland and the music faculty for all their support. Thank you to the custodians, secretaries. DCTV and Bryson Productions are here. If you want a copy of the concert, they're here tonight. Also, Mr. Harris is here helping out backstage, and Mrs. Dubois. I've had a lot of the teachers' aides helping out at rehearsal, so I really appreciate that. And I know there's a basketball game to go to, so I'm trying to go quick. Thank you, parents, for such wonderful children to work with. They're truly amazing. Okay, so for our final number, we're going to do a piece called Holiday Lights, and don't be alarmed if the lights go out, because we're going to supply them for you, okay?
Holiday lights shining so bright. Oh, what a sight this joyous season. Holiday lights shining so bright.
so much for coming out this evening. Have a wonderful holiday, everyone. Thank you.